Hi, I'm Mandi, Public Services Manager at Tiffin-Seneca Public Library. Welcome to our December Make It at Home craft program. Today I'll be showing you how to make a paper Christmas tree. Provided in the kits are strips of Christmas-themed scrapbook paper, a rectangle of scrapbook paper, a foam cone, straight pins, a burlap bow, and a snowflake embellishment. You will need to provide glue, hot glue will work best, and scissors. Just a sharp object warning, be careful when you're handling the straight pins. Do not place your hand on the back of the cone in case the pin pushes straight through. At the bottom layer, you'll want to push slightly down to avoid it going through the foam. The first thing we're going to do is gather 11 to 12 strips of paper in the color of your choice. I'm going to do mine colored by layer, but you're welcome to mix up the colors and just sort them through your Christmas tree. So you're going to start by gently folding one of the strips in half. You're going to place it on, and you want to line it up just with the base so it sits nicely on the table. Hold it in place and use a straight pin. Push it down in. You're going to continue around the bottom of the cone in a straight line until you reach the end. You may need to overlap to avoid showing any of the white foam underneath. These are easily adjustable, so if you want to wait until it's all done and then fill in the gaps, that works too. You can see that I'm just slightly overlapping one on top of the other and pushing the pin down and in. We're going to move on to the second layer. You will need 9 or 10 strips of paper. You're going to do the same, fold it in half. You're going to just slightly cover the top or the bottom row to cover the pins. Hold it in place. Make sure you push down instead of through. Try to keep it in as straight a line as possible. And work your way around. Once you've finished the second row, we're going to repeat these steps for the third row using 7 to 8 strips of paper. Now that we have 3 layers, before we finish the top row, we're going to cover the foam so that the white doesn't show through. You're going to take your rectangular piece of paper and wrap it around the top in a cone shape. Don't worry if it sticks up higher than the cone. That is actually going to be helpful because you're going to have a bow that you'll want to glue to the top. So just wrap it around the best you can and pin it in place. Now that we have it covered, we're going to continue around the top, just like we did the other layers. Make sure you push straight down in so that it doesn't poke out the other side. For the top row, you'll definitely have to tuck the papers as you wrap it around because there's not much surface to cover. For these ones, I'm even pinning the corner of the previous one to the next piece of paper, and that just helps to wrap it all the way around. For the last one, you'll need to do it on both sides. So one pin in one corner, and then come around to the side, wrap it, and pin the other corner. Next, you're going to take your bow and we're going to glue it to that point that we left behind from the rectangle piece of paper. Hot glue works best because it will dry immediately. If you choose to use a different kind of glue, you may need to pin it in place or hold it in place until the glue dries. Secure that. If you would like, you could trim the bow so that the tail is shorter. You could also cut it down the middle in case you wanted a thinner tail. The last thing we're going to do is add the snowflake embellishment to the center of the bow. Just need a little bit of glue for that. And then just move all of your loops around until all of the foam is covered, and then display it. Join us next month when I show you how to make a welcome sign. Thank you for joining me, and happy crafting.